It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
About it and bring it. Out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Get up! 180! 57's the mic! Hey! Check three. Red, up!
On first down, Trubisky. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Check nickel. Protein spill. Hey, check Mike 57. 57.
To throw again on second down. McSorley nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Ready. 8, read. The mic. I got you, punk. Alert 3. Greystone, travel. 3. Hey. High 7. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 5.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Vikings. Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the double. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Quick the edge. Come. Leo. Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
90 Wolf, blue draw Corkers. Ready?
To throw on third down. Nelson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Tight end left, tight end left. Even.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
22 jet bomber. Check 49. Go. Check 49.
Mike 5.
McSorley, first and 10.
Here we go.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
54's Mike.
Hey, orbit.
54. Watch 54.
Hey, keep it.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
61, matchbox light.
Check out.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Lawson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A draw play for Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. 21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 21.
So on now is the punter Matt Bosher to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give me that ball, defense.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
Let's get it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
54.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Kill.
Gone.
Kill.
Slam. And
They'll try the left side.
Go.
Houston.
Run.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right there, 54 Mike. Deep. Check.
Hey, ball. Blue. Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's taken in by Callaway. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's going to the screen, but just hang on to the ball, man.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He can't hang.
Get it.
Get me. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey,
Third down and 9.
Big grip.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
54. Mike, 54. I got him.
Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Houston, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know you
It's a
felt that
loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
A rare
54,
misstep
right there,
on that
right there.
last
54
play because the
Mike.
drive has been
You got
strong,
nothing,
but
man.
now it's 2nd and 12.
You got nothing.
Buzz.
4. Mike's 5'4". I got one.
Two.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
180.
I'll get him. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not here.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point.
We got
take the field goal right here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
57's the mic.
2nd and 1. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Let's go.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Lawson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Wide.
Protein spill. Hey, Sam off.
Check.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hatchet.
Hey, Foxtrot.
There we go, Mike 20.
A final shot before break. Lawson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Baby, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Get up! 180!
Mike 50.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Slam.
On first
Go,
down,
go, go, run,
Houston.
run.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Houston. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's it.
This is a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Get up! 180!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
Get up!
Here they come, here they come, here they come.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you the full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Flushed it, nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Watch the slant.
Check, 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 check. Check 13. Check 13.
Peek edge, peek edge.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
And 3rd down and nickel formation here defensively.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Yeah.
From the gun, Lawson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's get it together, defense.
Now Trubisky looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Alert!
Lucky. Check 99. Check 99.
80 weapon. Alert!
58, boys. 58. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
58.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Red, top.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Oh, you got deep?
Completes it to Hardman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, ball. Blitz.
Now again, right side, Houston. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out.
Move. Sponge. Lock in.
Switch.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Double tight. Hey. 4 down. 58's the mic.
18.
58's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Houston, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready to break.
Mike 57.
Let's go. 61, matchbox lights. Golf.
Back to throw. Lawson fighting Knox there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Lawson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Get ready.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Mike 20. Topper.
One set, eyes up. One set. They're going to 88.
Hey, exit.
Check. Mike 20.
Fan.
Not today. Back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside
under pressure, and he will go down.
I'm coming
back at the 46. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. And
that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 71 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 52.
To throw on second down. Lawson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That one good for 24 yards. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Looking to throw. Lawson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, whether it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, alert.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it.
Don't get nervous.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Houston. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Alert.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Bravo.
We got 4. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
10 more yards. Complete to Nicole Hartman. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.